Welcome. Turning to Mark again. I did that last week. Welcome to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show. Thank you so much for joining us. A big shout out to Dean as well for all the CBWs. Thank you so much, brother, and big love. It's another week. It's another day. We have got the wonderful Harley. How are you, brother?
I'm good.
Have you had a good day? You were a bit tired before we started, weren't you?
Yeah, you know, the shop's been absolutely dead for the last 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, in last week, it just went bang. Not quite back to normal, but pretty much there. It was quite a surprise. And I've got that much trivia. Feel like I'm constantly pushing forward. I'm always busy, but I feel like I'm just constantly like pulling along. But it's all good. I'm happy.
I think the mics. Ooh,
we're really loud. Apparently,
are we loud? We're actually quite down, to be honest with you.
We're a bit down today. Should we just whisper the rest of the show?
Whisper.
Welcome.
It could actually be.
Is this Dean having a wind up?
It could be, you know. There should be any feedback from anything.
Aiden's loud. It's from you, apparently.
I can't see how I'm loud because but it's exactly. It's only Aiden. Am I loud now? Is that any better, or is that still really loud?
What? What you say?
Well, it's just.
Do you know what? It could be. They could be winding us up because it's the same sentence as last week. Nice to see you, Paul Hardwick.
Yeah, nice. Well, thanks for joining us, Paul. This is what happens every week. Good evening, everyone.
Talk to that. Aiden is breaking up.
You mean the sound or just in general?
Sounds like someone can hear Aiden's fish tank. That is probably Aiden's fish tank in the bag. You can hear that. It's still a bit loud. Do you know what? We're like half on the like proper not touching anything with minus dBs and everything. You lot just talk.
Jenny Sin said you got crackling and mega feedback.
I swear it's a wind up because I was just listening to a bit, but it didn't sound that bad.
Oh
no, it is. It is. Yeah, no, it is. There's loads of gain on it, Aiden. Definitely.
Ooh. That's not quite like us, is it?
Anyway, while you figure that out, we have a lovely guest, the Leviathan. No one can say his name. The Leviathan Vapor. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I don't understand why everyone struggles so much to say your name.
I don't know either. That's a easy name and it's an old name, so that's in the English dictionary, I believe, as well.
I don't actually know what it means or what it stands for. Or
so, in basic terms, the Leviathan was the demon of the sea, and it was pretty much, from what I understand, it went through all these different worlds and wrecked the joint pretty much. It was supposed to be in Purgatory as well. It's one of the monsters from Purgatory as well. So it's not evil. It's not evil. It's just there.
So what made you choose that name, or does it mean something to you? Or
no, I keep forgetting the band's name, and it's one of my favorite albums, so I just chose Leviathan, and it's in one of my favorite TV shows, Supernatural, as well. So I just chose that, and I've got a business named with it as well. So I'm keeping on the Leviathan trend.
It's nice. It's a nice word. It's a nice word.
I like it.
It's very
there
old.
You go. Jenny's helping everyone out. Leviathan. Exactly. Spot on.
Can you tell me if mine's still really loud and not working properly?
Don't let Aiden
speak. Don't let Aiden speak. That's probably a good thing to do. Just check that if that's working, or is that really, really bad still, or crackling? You keep talking.
Sing us a song, Aiden. Or maybe not if it's
I would do, yeah, but obviously if the microphone's buggered. Let's just sing.
We just have to carry on, and every time Aiden wants to say something, I'll have to put it in chat.
Yeah, he's probably better me not talking. Sorry about that. Keep going, Black Cap.
Right, well, I will. I posted Leviathan's channel in the chat, so if you haven't subbed already, go and drop in a nice sub. While Aiden's figuring his stuff out, we've got a lot of things on tonight. We've got the usual tech from myself. We've got some lovely deals from Vapemill, including his own special deals from his Vapemill store. And of course, we're going to talk to our lovely guest who had a review out today of I watched it. An orangey cream. There was orange and it was like nectarine or something.
Yeah, it's nectarine, tangerine, and cream together. It's a weird combo, but it's actually not too bad.
It's funny with fruits like that, like orange and lemon. When they're put with, especially lemon, when lemon's put with like a cream, it really works.
Yeah.
Really, really works.
It was just, I think I keep buying in bulk from Vaping 101, so they always chuck in like a free juice now and then. So it was one of them ones I had just lying about. And I liked the smell of it months ago when I smelled it, and I thought I might give that a wee try. So I chucked it in my dripper, and it's absolutely lovely, to be honest.
What do you normally vape then? Are you normally a fruity
I'm
guy?
always
Or?
Heisenberg all day, I am, but I like to dip my toe in here and there and see what it is.
Who's your favourite Eisenberg brand? I know Vampire Vapes is the original, but who's the favourite?
My
to you?
favourite is Brew Bros, to be honest. I've got a bit of the Vampire Vape concentrate in this, and this is miles ahead. It's miles ahead. You got you can taste everything in there, to be honest, but that is just bang right in your face menthol, to be honest. So, Cap, the Brew Bros win it for me every day.
So no desserts then.
I can go into dessert now and then. I made my own Vicks peach custard. That was quite nice. I just couldn't vape it all day. It's far too sweet.
Is that going by his recipe?
I'd done it exactly by his recipe. That was before he
Ah.
changed it as well.
Yeah, has he changed
was
it recently? Recently,
Yeah.
or yeah?
Yeah. Who was it again? February, I think it was changed. There was a update on ELR for it. There's just too many ingredients now to go and make it yourself. It's gonna cost you a fortune.
You've had a pretty busy start, I would say, to your reviewer career.
Yeah, I do a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm trying to keep it consistent. Last week I was a bit ill on Friday, so I popped the review out on Saturday instead. When I get to it.
And the new live show on a Saturday night with Skint
Yep.
and Gail.
Yep, Gail. Gail's now a co-host on our show. Great to have her as well. She keeps us a little bit sane, and because most of us Scots are pretty much boring bastards, she lives it up a little bit.
Can anybody tell me if that's any better, or if that's
You sound a bit
worse?
quieter to me, but I don't know. We'll see what chat have to say.
That's an eaten.
Mine heart, no, I have got some pods, but speaking of tech, every week there's a lot of pods that come out, and now I kind of limit it and spend more time looking for more fun stuff. So there is a couple of pods, but they're ones I've found a bit different, a bit interesting. And then there's some RTAs, some tanks, some mods, all sorts in the tech. And we've got the Own Boy giveaway as well. Loads going on. Loads better, apparently, Aidan.
Yep.
Right, is that better? So we're a lot better. I've cut off the input audio. All good, Aidan. Do a shout. Everybody's like, oh shit, now we can hear him. He's not going to shut the fuck up now.
I really thought that was a wind-up.
I did as well. I thought, you know what Dean's like? I thought Dean had gone, right, at the end of the show, gone, right, go over there and tell Aidan you can't hear him. Oh, that's good. Sorted. Right, lovely. Shall we talk about the flat cap tech? Shall we get on and do that for a change instead of...
Let's do it.
Let's roll the bumper.
Flat Cap's Tech Report.
And we're back.
Cool beans. Right, bear with me. Just load that up. Share my screen. Right, I'm going to start with one which I did a little preview of last week, and I've not been given. Can you see that okay, Aidan?
Yep, lovely, mate.
So we did a little preview of this last week, and I can promise you I haven't spoken to anyone about this. No one who with a beard has given me any information on this. I found this all by myself. Dean, this is the Lost Vape B2B, the back to basic 100-watt starter kit, which is very odd looking. It's a single 18650, and it comes with the, you can see it there, the UBX tank. It's the Ultra Boost X tank. USB Type C up to 100 watts, single 18650, which I'm always a bit worried about. Love you, Dean. 100 watts on a single 18650? Nah. Doubt it. But can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I thought I lost you and it all froze.
Yeah, you're there, brother. You just need to do your cleaner update.
Okay. Yeah, so a bit of an unusually shaped device, that one. But a nice little starter. It doesn't look like much of a mouth to lunger. It's back to basic, but a starter kit, but I don't think it's a good one for actual starters. Nope, don't like it. Next, says Bunny. Okay.
It does look a little bit like your whatchamacallit though, doesn't it? The one from Freemax, sort of. No, the 100.
Yeah, it's a bit funny looking. Looks like something from the 80s.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that at all.
You're exactly right, Dean. 70 watts, yeah, 100 watt. No, that's the thing. I think 100 watts for a single 18650 is too much. Moving on. Let's get the pods out of the way. I've only got, I think, 2 or 3 pods, and I've got loads of other stuff, so I've got to knuckle through it. Yep, thanks for the update. Right, this is the Aspire Nautilus Prime pod kit. This compatible with the BBC coils. It's a 2000 milliamp hour. It's got a small OLED screen on it, 60 watts. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, if you can use the Nautilus coils on it.
Yeah, the Nautilus Prime.
Yeah, that would be great for a starter with them Nautilus coils as well. It's pretty much back to Methylene basics.
Yeah, USB Type C. What's the Transformers something Prime?
Optimus
Prime. That's I keep saying Nautilus Prime and thinking, what does that remind me of? Yeah, the Optimus Prime by Aspire. Carrying on with another pod. I'm going to spend literally 5 seconds on the next one. Ready? Go. The Smock RPM 2 kit, 80 watt. It's got a 7mm capacity. It's a USB Type C. It's Smock. It's another RPM. Moving on. I saw this from Rinko the other day. And I thought, oh, that looks cool. Looks like a nice mod. And a dripper on top.
In a hole.
So I thought, oh, they must be bringing something new out. They're actually bringing 2 new things out, but I'd love it if we wouldn't mind comparing the difference. The first one is the Rinko Manto Beast RDA kit. It's a 228 watt dual 18650 device, and it has the potentiometer jobby on this one, so it's up to 8.4 volts, and it comes with the Metis RDA. Which is pretty cool. USB Type C as well, and you got 5 voltage levels. Pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, Graham Mulberry saying in there that it looks like the Tesla Invader, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right, with the potentiometer jobby. Yeah, I think very nice. So yeah, I thought that was that from Rinko, and then they decided to show us all the MechMan Lite, which is a 228 watt RDA kit with dual 18650. With the Metis RDA, but this one has a display and you can obviously has variable wattage. So very, very similar kits, but obviously the MechMan Lite, which I don't know quite how it's light because it wasn't the original 228 watt, unless they've somehow shrunk it down a bit.
I don't know, it really annoys me that brands keep bringing the same thing out, though. Smock are the worst for it. Smock bring out the same thing over and over again. But that looks exactly like the other one.
I mean, I think the MechMan, the original, was quite popular because it was cheap, especially when they had it on like sales. It was going for like 25, 30 quid, which for a dual 18650 mod, like the MechMan, I thought was pretty decent.
Yeah, I liked it.
Good question, Liam. Why 228 watts? Yeah, it's an odd number. I don't know whether they're just trying to squeeze as much as they can. I mean, let's be fair, they could put any number they want on it and you wouldn't really know unless you'd properly tested it. So
yeah, normally you're not going to hit that, are you, with dual 18650?
No chance.
I don't know anything about the Metis RDA, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure anyone in chat's heard of it or seen it or tried it. Right, moving on to, I saw this. Right, this is going to be an interesting one, I think. The Odin 100. So obviously we've had the original Odin 200 DNA. Well, then we had the Odin 200 just with the DovPo proprietary chip. Then we had the Odin with the DNA 75C, and obviously this one was going to be next. The Odin 100 single 21700 with the DovPo chip. So looking at the price of the DNA 75C at the minute, it's around £100, isn't it? 90 to £110.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, if this one is above 50, 55 quid, then it's a bit of a shame.
It is 21700, isn't it?
Single 21700, yeah, 100 watts.
I love it already.
I don't know about you, Ollie. Did you see on the side of it? You could actually see the batteries through the venting on the side.
I agree with Michael. I like it. I liked that they've done a single battery version, but when they've done the DNA single battery, you immediately knew they were going to bring out their own chip, a cheaper version.
I love the DovPo chip. I've got a 200 watt variation.
Same.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Good chip. Yeah. Yeah. But it's just like cash grab. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking now. How it's a tricky one because they put these DNA chips in. And people go, oh, it's too expensive. So they go, okay, well, we'll cater to the people that don't want such an expensive device. We'll make a cheaper one with their own chip. But it's like, is there really enough call for people to have the DNA chip? Couldn't they have just bought this one out in the first place, or bring both out at the same time and just go, look, we've got two options. You can get the DNA chip if you want, or you can get the cheaper one. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I suppose it all depends what your bank balance is, doesn't it?
I'm going for newbie response and say I like it because it's got a USB-C.
Yeah. I think
Go on, Michael.
I think because they're changing the levels from the DNA version, and they're obviously making it a little bit cheaper overall, but the changing metals and things like that, and they're putting that Dovepole chip in it. The Dovepole chip works absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I think if they were to release both at the same time, then it's just really pick what you want. But releasing it a few weeks later, it's not really satisfying, to be honest. You would like to see them both come out at the same time from Dovepole at the same time anyway.
Yeah.
It is something they've done for quite a while, though, isn't it? Dovepole, they have their own chip and then they put the DNA in it and charge a bit more.
I must admit, though, if they bring this out in the silver, like they did the DNA 200, I'll probably pick one up because like, just a match.
Yeah.
Just to be a fanboy. Yeah, Dean agrees they should release the high end and the budget version at the same time, so it gives people the option. Yeah, it's only fair. It gets a bit tedious and a bit annoying after a while. Right, one more pod, guys, and then we're done. This one caught my eye only today, and then there's reviews bringing out already, so I'm well behind on this one. The Vapefly is another funny name. The Vapefly TGO kit, which means touch and go, which is apparently something Dean's an expert at. Love you, Dean. The TGO Podmice is a 2,300 milliamp hour device, up to 70 watts. It comes with a 0.3 and a 0.6 ohm mesh, and it's got this little blue fingerprint jobby on it. So you obviously have to press that button and it will scan your finger. So good for the whole child safety thing. You know, your kid's not going to be able to get into it and whatever else. I think it looks very modern and pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look like it should be something like a thermometer or something again, doesn't it? Or a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, you might stick it in your ear or something.
Roger?
My only problem with this fingerprint, any type of locking, it's all well and good saying it makes it childproof, but let's face it, it just pisses you off. I've just got a new phone. I had an Huawei, and you put your fingerprint on back. It worked every time. I've just got a new Samsung one, and I just use my PIN because it never detects your thumbprint. And if that's the same, then it's going to become a right pain in the backside. It's the same with the mods that you compulsory have to put a pin in to get into. It's just far too much effort.
How many times you get juice on your fingers when you're vaping and on the fire button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit my Hawaii one works perfect. My wife can't get it at all. I like the fact that you put 6 fingerprints into it. How many people's just got 6 fingers?
Well, moving on, because people are hating the pods, but I've got to do some because, well, I've got to fill this section somehow. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the Watofo Profile RDTA Manto Vapefly Brunhilde, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, it's profile deck, so you can use your mesh, and it's got these steel rods. A bit like the Matto, a bit like, was it the Brunhilde? However you pronounce it.
Yeah, I think it did, didn't it?
Yeah, so another little project from Mr. Just Right One and the gang. And obviously, I'm not surprised you're seeing this already. The old Clapton mesh is becoming a thing. One thing I want to talk about very quickly on this deck, if that will go away. No, not that. Sorry, folks. This deck, right? Now, I was looking at this earlier. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to draw on it. Right, I was looking at this earlier, okay? So, what colour we got? Right, so obviously you got your mesh, yeah? Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
You got your mesh that goes there in this bit. Then you got this screw, which obviously does your clamps, yeah? Each side.
Yeah.
Let's change that colour to red. Then you've got these 2 screws here, and there's obviously 2 the other side. Now, I might have this completely wrong, but would you say this top part is removable, and below there is 4 posts each end?
I hope so.
Possible.
Yeah, to be able to put a set of coils in.
Yeah, and then you could do a lovely little coil like that.
I feel like I'm on Monday Night Football.
Go up here, mate. You can see it takes a left. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to do some cotton as well?
So Dean's saying you can do a coil build in there, and the top clamp is removable to best of his knowledge. That looks about right, doesn't it?
I was right then. Yeah, I
think
just
that's
noticed
a brilliant idea.
That's a cracking idea, because I think that was one thing with the profile is it wasn't the easiest to put a normal single or dual coil on it. So as soon as there's all these 3 screws, I thought something must be different there. So yeah, very clever.
I think that's a corking idea. That.
Mm.
I don't know about people in chat. Please let me know. I've just got the Kylin M AIO in, and that's got that steel meshing, and I've never really had that, so I'm not quite sure how good it is, if it works well or.
It looks like they've ripped the Clapton mesh out the intake sub-open tank and just placed it right there.
Yes, and they're not the only ones to start doing it as well. Damn Vape. Haven't looked at Damn Vape before with the Wotan mesh sub-ohm tank. I don't have all the information on this yet, but they're banging on about how amazing these coils are. This obviously it's the kind of like the conical. They're talking about 360 degree honeycomb airflow. Not a great deal of information, but yeah, they keep going on about how the airflow gets in from everywhere onto the mesh. And that, again, that will have series Clapton mesh coils. Yeah, that doesn't tell you much, but something from Damn Vape.
You see, they did that with the off.
Yeah.
When I looked inside it wasn't very conical. It looked a little bit more, but it wasn't very much at all. It wasn't proper cone shaped.
That's right. It wasn't. It was ever so slightly, wasn't it? Just a slight.
Gaily bops at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it were. I think it was the Smock TF16. Don't quote me on that, but there were one coil I've used, and that were proper cone shape. And the flavour came off it were amazing.
Yeah, by the looks of it, these ones seem to be proper conical as well. Don't hear a lot from Damn Vape. Right, the last one is an RTA that's on pre-order now from QP Design, the Juggernaut 2 V2. 28mm dual coil, postless deck, 2mm, 4mm, and 5.5mm with a bubble glass, which is on pre-order on their website now. I think it's about $55 or something.
Top airflow.
I haven't had the original Juggernaut, but I'm a big fan of the M25 Fatality. So yeah, if you're a QP Design fan, you like the Juggernaut, then the V2 is available for pre-order.
I like the look of that. I'd like. What's as a side there as it goes up? Is that how it just clicks in and then moves around like a bayonet, or
what bit? Sorry.
As you got where your 2 coils go in.
Yeah.
Is that where your wick goes through, or what's obviously that bit's where your wicks go through? What about the other side? Is it just that all that airflow?
Yeah, by the looks of it, it goes sideways and it comes in from the bottom. So if you look, there's 2 ridges in the bottom as well. So it comes sideways and under.
So it's sort of coming down the sides from the top and then hitting underneath there and straight underneath the coils then?
Yeah, I imagine inside the actual inner chamber here, there's a channel. Yeah. I'll dig out some more pictures.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right
Shut
now.
up.
Somebody's Alexa.
Yeah, she's having a field day today.
Bill says if they fix the filling issues, then good. Oh, there must have been some problems with the original Juggernaut then. I would hope so. But yeah, that's the tech, everyone.
Thank you very much, brother. Absolutely fantastic. There wasn't that many pods in there at all. They can't really moan about that.
Honestly, I could spend an hour going through all the pods that release every week, but I literally find quite a few of them and I just ditch them and I just go for a few that I think are different or from a different company.
Well, you see, it's like that vape fly. That is different. The actual shape itself is different. They're coming up with something a little bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, obviously now that you can hear me all right, I will talk a little bit more, unfortunately, for you lot. We have got the Homeboy giveaway. We'll be doing that in a little while. And a big shout out again to everybody who has joined us in chat. It's so nice. We didn't give you a shout out at the beginning. It's so nice to see you all back again this week. Thank you so much for your continued support of the show. You're a bunch of stars. Right then, like we said, we're going to do it a little bit different. We're now going to go to Harley's Tech. I'm going to play the bumper. Just press the... Cashty, it's the deals in a week. Harley, take it away, brother.
I don't seem to have as much as Flat Cap. But you see, my problem is I try and find good deals like this one. All right, it's Joytech. I know some of you might complain about that. Never tried this RTA, but it's from 65 quid down to 20. So come on, let's not complain.
64.99. When was that ever 64.99? Really?
I don't know. I usually check up to see what the prices are. But I didn't with this one.
I don't think I've ever known that to be $64.99, but it's still not bad for $19.99, is it?
So I have found that while I've been doing this, there's one or two stores, they'll go, yeah, this is from 100 quid to 5 quid. And you go, oh, cracking. And then you look at the product and it's on every other website for 7 quid. You think, well, you assholes. But yeah. That's your RTA.
RTA.
Now we've got iJoy.
Oh, that's
15
cool.
quid. There's only this one picture.
The VPC.
I've seen somebody with that. I've not used it myself.
There's only one left though, and it's in green. So if you want it, hurry up. Battery type.
Battery type. 20.
It says built-in battery, 1,400 milliamp hour, but then it's got a battery type of 2035.0.
What the hell?
So I need to buy this last one and review it because it's obviously a masterpiece.
You'll get a battery for it first.
But yeah, there you
The
go.
Bay box.
If you take 350 off of 2,700, you'll be all right. Just shave a little bit off.
Yeah, you just get Sander out.
Okay.
If anybody's listening, don't don't
Yeah, yeah.
take a battery. And especially if you do, don't blame me. It's not a good idea.
Dear Vapemill, I shaved my batteries down and now I've blown my fingers up.
Yeah. What battery is it then?
It's built in, I think. 1,400.
1,400 mAh battery in it.
Which is a bit...
2 mil capacity. Best power is 10 to 15 watts. It's got a 510 thread. But you got to hurry up, people. There's only one left.
Yeah.
See, I don't... Well, that's what I don't get. Battery from 5 to 45 watt.
Thanks, Dean. Take care, mate.
That's for Unipod specification. So that's the little tank thing on top of it. It's a pot. Oh, I'm moving on.
No, it's
Sorry.
UK Vape Star. Sorry, Rob.
We've got a mech mod for you guys.
Ooh.
I looked at this and then went, oh, it's 75 quid on a few websites. And then I abandoned it and I came back to it because I was struggling to find stuff, to be fair. And this is actually supposed to be 150 quid. There's 2 or 3 websites that have got it down to about 75 quid. So if for some reason you don't like UK e-cig store, then you don't have to buy it off these. There is others. But there you go. A nice little mech mod for you.
Ripped
like
for
it.
her pleasure. Ew.
I think it looks quite
I
disgusting.
quite like the silver one.
Yeah, silver one's quite nice. So I wouldn't touch
So
one.
what
No, I might
type
blow
of
my face up.
contact is it?
Not be funny though. You can get a clutch for 75 quid.
Yeah, you probably ought to get a
And now
dreamer
I
and
know
all
the
of
big mech heads might go, oh, yeah, but this is this has got precision smooth threading and it's a fat N25 neodymium super strong magnet, but you can get
Hybrid
you can get a clutch.
510. What type of contact is it? Copper pin contact. Drilling insulator on the button.
I want to get one just to make sure the threading's precision smooth.
Precision.
This is, yeah. Sitting there going, this isn't quite precision smooth in my opinion.
Sat there all night. Just, come on.
Skimp Vapor says, does it vibrate? Gaily Bops, you are totally right. It is a bomb.
I don't like it. I think it looks awful.
I don't mind the silver one. The red one looks absolutely terrible.
But I think with Mex, it all depends how it feels in your hand, doesn't it? That's number one for me. And I just can't imagine that feeling good in your hand.
Bill
Many other
Richards says
places
you can
maybe.
get a unicorn vet for less.
There you go.
This looks awful as well, but for sake of having a pod in here, I chucked it in. Down from 30 quid to 10 quid. It's a pod system by IPV Aspect.
Is this the one that Pud had?
By Pioneer 4.
Some people have said really good things about that pod system, and others, including myself, not so much. I didn't like it, but some people really rave about it.
I know I shouldn't judge by cover, but if I receive that to review, I don't think. Do you know how sometimes you just know you're not going to like something? I don't think I'd like that.
Just looking at that, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
It's one of them with, you know, oh, it's got a Yeehee chip, but it's a pod, it's got nothing with it. So it's, yeah. I mean, apparently it was, some people said it's pretty good flavor from it. But.
750 milliamp hour battery. Now, I don't see why people still bring. I just reviewed the Smok Enfix, and that had a 750 milliamp hour battery in it. I did have 700. Either way, it fires at 25 watt. Really well, may I add. But 700, why didn't you just push it up to 1,000? Why couldn't you just go out a little bit further to make it a decent? Because at 750 milliamp hour, at 25 watt, I don't know, it doesn't say what wattage that does it? But at 25 watt, you're going to get 6 hours use. It's just
a 1 ohm coil. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one with that. 750 would be enough for 1 ohm coil, I think, for a day, but...
Yeah.
I was just, can someone invent a pod that doesn't look like either a vibrator or a walkie-talkie?
That would be the innovation we want to see. Moving on, what we got next? I'll move you guys out of it. Oh, come on, what's the cracking off here? We've got the Vupu Drag X. Now, I think I did an offer roughly about that price, but they've beat me because they also added a juice in it. So as same with last week, you have to actually get the promo code. If you click on it, I believe it copies it to your basket. It does. So just click on the promo code and then add it too. So that's £21, and you also get a 10 ml of juice for free out of them selections. So you've got Zap, Pacamama, Dinner Lady, Nasty, Momo. But for anyone that's still hadn't heard of these, which I can't imagine you wouldn't have because everyone's talking about them, I really liked mine.
They do look smart, yeah.
The X. I don't see much point in the S. The only difference is the X goes up to 80 watt rather than 60 watt, and it's got exchangeable external batteries. So for me, it's the X all the way. But
I think New Vaping also have like a 25% off all Geek Vape products in a minute. Along with that, the Aegis X, which is a dirt cheap price, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I did that last week, Will.
Yeah.
You can also use Little Bro Vapes 20, I think. No, Little Bro Vapes, and you get 20% off.
That's decent.
For New Vaping.
Sweet.
Nightbot's having a Barney again. I'm going to shoot it.
Last but not least, me. Now, I haven't actually done that well this week, I don't think. I did chuck some concentrates in there for you. They're
so
down
this
from
is,
9 to 6.
you can get this on Vapemill. This is Harley's shop and his site. So do check it out. He's sticking us a couple of deals on there each week.
Vapemill.co.uk. So you got Cosmic DIY concentrates. We took the Aegis Max in there, 70 down to 45. The Vupu P&P pod. Now, I wanted to chuck that in on a sale purely because people have been talking about it a lot. And the pods are actually really good for flavour. And we've been mentioned on this show, it's been mentioned quite a lot, but it is, I'll show you when we go back because I've got one outside of me. But there is the pod plus the base, which just makes it a 510. That's why it's called a pod tank.
Is it airflow adjustable as well?
Yeah, I'll show you in a sec.
Cool.
And then you've got the Target PM80, which I'm pretty sure you'll all know about as well, because that's been quite popular. That's down from 36.50 to 23.
Very good deals then.
Decent kit as well, that with the GTX cores, spot on.
Oh, I really liked it up until the one that I've just shown you, the Vupu X and S came out. It was my favourite for about a week, and then that came out, and I thought, nah, that's my favourite. So if you look at the PMP thing, it is just the PMP pod, and then you've got this base, which it fits into. I quite like it because it's got a nice, secure fix into it. It is really secure, and like you said, it does have adjustable airflow as well. I like it.
And the pods come with that the airflow adjuster as well. Then they come with that base.
Yeah. Or you can get the pod separate. I'm pretty sure you can get the base separate, or you can get it as a pod tank, which the new Argus comes out with.
The coils replaceable.
Yeah, they're the PMP coils, and
Of course.
they brought one out for the X and the S, which goes up to 60 watt. So I like them. I think they're really good in flavour.
Absolutely fantastic, mate. Well done with the deals. It is hard every week to try and find them. See, it's a bit like the tech and stuff. We are trying to get the pods in it. It is quite hard, mate. You did really, really well. And I like it as well that you've obviously mixed it up a little bit. We had a bit of mechs in there as well, which is always good for the mech heads. I like that. Was it you? Did you put, or were it you, Flat Cap? I think the one that had been reduced to about £99,000 or something.
Was it the dot mod? It was like the diamond one, whatever it was. It was 1,400 quid down to 1,000. That's 400 quid saving. Bargain. Yeah,
So
bought
then
3
we're
of them.
going to talk about our guest. Have you got any questions there, Arlie?
Sorry, I'm reading John O'Connell's comment. Questions. Yeah, you've put me on spot. You could have asked me to think of questions. I'm just going to open my question sheet for Sundays.
So,
What's your favourite thing to review?
He's got one. Sorry.
What's your favourite type of thing to review?
I would go on mods, but I've not done a mods until Friday. A mod, it's really basic. What really does it do? It fires and reach your ohms and things like that. If it's accurate enough, then fair enough. If it's not, then just use an ohm meter. But I say from working the last few days on reviews and changing up my style and things like that, a mod's got to be now my new favourite. Just reviews, like, you can bang it in about 3-4 minutes, but a mod, you need to be a little bit more, have a little bit more dedication to it.
At least 5 or 6 minutes.
Maybe.
I would say you've got, and you might correct me if I'm wrong on this, I'd say you've got a hell of a lot of confidence because you're very new on the vape review scene, and now you're doing a live show already. And I don't know how you feel, but it comes across like you've got a lot of confidence in yourself to do all these things straight away. A lot of people start off and then they might get on a live show after a while, but you've gone bang straight in live shows. You know, you've got a schedule with your videos. You're really kind of you're hitting the ground running.
Yeah, I've got a lot of OCD, so with the reviews coming out on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, kind of like if I'm doing a review on, say, like a Monday, I'll record a review on a Friday, Sunday, edit and schedule it. So I've always got like a review or 2 ahead scheduled. So I just stick to my times with the live shows. You kind of always are nervous, but you kind of just need to cut that out sometimes and just go with it. Like if any of you have seen Benny's, my first one, I was shitting myself. I didn't speak that much, but by the time you start to get used to it a little bit. Now it's only a few weeks later we started the Scottish Vape Show, so I was trying to learn OBS and things like that as well. That was probably the hardest part of starting up the Scottish Vape Show, was learning all the tech for it, because I'd only ever done it as a gamer, not as doing all your scenes and all that. It was only ever just really one scene. That was a game in my face in a little corner, but you just need to get used to it.
You have picked 2 absolute fantastic hosts. Obviously, you've got Gaily Bots with you, and obviously the Skint Vapor. Both of them, I'll say this lovely. Both of them are not shy to come forward. They're very talkative people. We've had Skint on here, and obviously I've had Gaily Bots on here, plenty of times. Hey, I rescued that really well, didn't I?
That's
so,
getting
two decent
saved.
people to do a show, and I think the time fitting is really good, because obviously straight away after you've got the Saturday Night Vaporwave, and I think that little slot was missing.
Yeah, that's what we had looked like throughout the weekend. We did end up picking up the scheduler from Gaily Box's chat, Gail's Bitches group, and it was kind of hard to kind of find the perfect time where people would be available, people would want to watch, and we thought there was Saturday, there was not none before Saturday Night Vaporwave, so I used to just sit and play games until obviously Saturday Night Vaporwave came on, but I thought you can get that little hour in there, it gives obviously a build up as well to the Saturday Night Vaporwave. So we thought we'd go for that. Obviously, it's harder for Skint with his children to get on in time, but we've seemed to be doing stuff just now so well.
I think that works well now with a lot of it. When you had the networks, that's how it was scheduled anyway. You had shows after shows, so people would stay and watch the shows. And then, obviously, when that went, it were a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but now I think it's settled down. Obviously, before us, we've got the Devil Vapor. Then after us, we've got Benny Vapes. The mixing show, which is a total different show to what you get in here, which I think is a really good idea. And then, like on Sundays, you're getting a mixture of shows as well. My brother's show stopped on a Sunday because he's having to work now, but he's back tomorrow. They're sort of taking what they're having on a Sunday and mixing it with the home show, so that's going to be good.
All right. It is hard because you don't want to tread on people's toes if you can help it, but it does happen. It's going to happen, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
and then they
can't help it.
Sometimes you got to just look after your own channel. And if you want to go live for whatever reason, then you just have to do it, and you know you can't be apologetic for it. It happens, but no, I think it's ideal. There was a point where there was like 3 shows on a Saturday evening. It was like I think CJ was like 7 to 8. Then who was after that? Kieran was on 8 till 9, and then we were on. It was spot on. But yeah, no, it's good to. So what are you? Are you the main show now, and we're the after party, or are you the warm up show and we're the main show? What do you reckon?
Doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's just as long as everyone gets on well between everyone else, then just really like most everyone's subscribers will follow like everyone else, and then it's just basically this show's on, let's go watch that, and then right afterwards Saturday Night Vaporwave, which I've always watched Saturday Night Vaporwave on a Saturday anyway, unless I was busy. But I would always catch most shows on the replay if I don't watch them live anyway.
That reminds me, actually, I was going to say hello to everyone who's watching the replay. Thanks for watching.
Wonderful people on the replay. Always nice to see you. It does take a while for you to build a show up. It's not the easiest thing. You'll know yourself, Gaz, and also Ollie with you doing the Sunday show as well. It takes a while for people to know that you're on at that slot, and I think the consistency helps as well.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think this week's going to be the last one. So.
Oh, what?
I've just got so much on. I haven't decided. We've got Skin on Sunday, and I've asked 1 or 2 people, but they're busy. And I literally 2 people, and I thought, have I actually got time for this? Because obviously I've got to make the cards, everything as well. So I'll decide on Sunday. But it might be a case of stopping and then starting with a slightly different show later on, or I might just carry on. I don't know, but chances are it's going to stop on Sunday. But,
it is.
yeah, I think what we should do is get a rolling thing. So we all go on one show, then another, and then finish on Benny's. So we've just got this big rolling show going on through the shows, if you know what I mean. I think that'd be a pretty cool day. Let's face it, it'd be pretty much a day. But I think that'd be cool.
Rolling shows. You've got to think, I'm on this show, then obviously the UK Vape show tomorrow, and then on a Sunday I'm on the Savs as well. So I know what it's like. That's why we used to do 2 hours, and that's why we cut them all down to just an hour, because it'd take you out of you. I'm pretty lucky. Obviously, in each show that I'm in, I've got somebody different there. Apart from me and Gaz are obviously on the same show. We've got other people who are there. It's like when I do a Sunday show with the Sav lads, it is completely different to any other show that I do. Then the same because Pud and Vic's there, and obviously our show we've got you, and then we have a guest as well. It's totally different.
But I think doing the lives is a completely different show as well. A completely different skill. I mean, you're not in front of a camera saying what you want to say. I mean, I don't script, but I still know what I want to say. You know what I mean? I know what I don't. When you're working with someone else, you've got to pretty much constantly be on ball. You can't do cut arts. So you've got to be thinking about what you're saying. Like we were saying last week, you're always thinking about what you're going to say next after you finish what you're saying now, but also try and not get run away with it. It's a completely different skill, isn't it?
Yeah, it helps when you've got someone like Irish in chat who, if you say anything wrong, he'll be very quick to trip you up.
I love Irish. We're very lucky with the amount of people that support the show, and they are all fantastic people. When I explain the giveaway in a minute, they might not be that happy. Nightbot is throwing a bit of a fix, so we are going to have to do a winner. So it isn't actually a keyword. So what we're going to do instead of the keyword is we are going to put a keyword in, actually. We'll just put... Which the reason why I put monster, I went and looked up what Leviathan actually means, which is a mythical sea creature, isn't it? Monster.
Yeah.
And that's why it is. He thought I would call him a monster, but so we will spell it the right way because when I first did it, I spelt it like they did when we did that Blitz monster. So the keyword is, if you're wanting to enter this, please stick monster in. You can actually stick anything you want in, but stick monster in. This is for your giveaway, and here are the rules, people.
Oh wait, there I've not got. We might go back to me talking too loud. Ooh.
Oh no. What's that coming over the hill?
Oh no, we're all
Is
right.
it a
Actually, it's at the
monster?
bottom. So remember, the casters say is final. The giveaway is for free to enter. This is for either Volume 2 full range, either the 50mm short fill or the 10mm salts, or you can have the Volume 3 50mm short fills. For if you have won the previous week, you cannot enter this week, so you cannot win again. So last week's winner, you can't win this week, but you can enter next week. 5, the giveaway has nothing to do with YouTube. It is solely lies with the casters. That is us, sort of. So please stick monster in. If you do win it and you haven't put it in there and you don't want it, just let us know and we will re-roll it because I'll just put winner in. I'm not the only person who is having trouble with Nightbot. I know quite a number of shows that are having it. And for some reason, it's not picking the chat up to do the actual thingy. So I'm being all up in front. Rigged.
Yeah, you're missing 6 on there. This is a fix, and we've already predetermined the winner.
Yeah. I see when I went on your show and you do them numbers, I just can't watch them numbers. It was just like, whoa, can you imagine being a bingo caller?
Yeah, yeah, it's getting a bit tricky. It's getting a bit tricky.
Another thing you can do, people, is once you've won, just email littlebrovapes@gmail.com and then we'll sort it all out. So, we are going to roll this. It's your last chance to put it in, people.
Well, guys, thank you for... Oh, I'm too early. Damn.
Yeah. Do you know what? I keep putting proper coils. I've tried everything with proper coils as website to put it in, and it just won't let me do it for some reason. Shitebot is crap picking random winners. Yeah,
I don't reckon he's sent...
It's not too bad with the random winners. It's even with the... See, we've had a couple where it hasn't been people we sort of know, which was good. You've got to think from our side, it's just a giveaway, and a big shout out to Ownboy because they have supported this show so much. It's just you don't want it to mess up. You don't want it to be. You want everybody to win if you could. Right, we are rolling this, people. Right then, make sure you get it in. We're off, and the winner is please Nightbot work winner Nightbot winner. Is it working, guys? Is it working?
I don't know. We can't see. We're too close to camera.
Is it working?
Not put it in yet, no.
Oh, Nightbot.
Boy, wins the car.
Oh, it's me. Thank you, guys. Oh, too early again. Too early again. Sorry.
Oh,
It's not coming back of anything, is it?
It's not doing it. Oh, I love this damn...
Evening, Paul.
Just keep talking, lads.
Oh, error.
What did it say, Nightbot? There was an error loading a list of recent chatters. Try again. Keep talking, lads.
I think the reason Nightbot doesn't work with proper cores is because proper cores hasn't sent Nightbot any coils yet.
No, you can't set.
You need to send some cores out to Nightbot.
I don't want to press it again because just in case it comes up, it is saying unfortunately chat embedded isn't available for YouTube yet for some unfound reason.
How annoying!
It is. It's proper annoying.
Try and put these competitions on, and then Nightbot stitches you up.
There we go. We have got a winner now. I did it a different way. The winner is Neil Hart. Yay!
Yeah, that's Neil.
That is brilliant. Neil Hart, do you want it, please? Oh, wait, then we've got... Oh, no. Joshua, that's not funny, that, brother. That's not funny at all. My heart started going, then I'm thinking, oh, shit, I'm going to send another stuff out. Neil, let us know if you want it, brother. Another thing we'll do, thank you so much, GaileyBots, for putting it in there. The winner just got to email me at littlebrovapes@gmail.com. Yes, he wants it. Well done, mate. We will talk once you've messaged me. I'll tell you what you've got to do, and we'll discuss what you have. Thank you so much as well, Bill. Get yourself over to Proper Coils. You can either use Little Bro Vapes 10 or Flat Cap 10, and you get 10% off. Leviathan, I really am really glad you've got on here, mate, and it is fantastic that you've started your channel, which we haven't asked. Why did you start?
Well, really, what I wanted to do was try to do something a little bit different from everyone else. I was going to do some starter kits and things like that just for new people coming over, because obviously, as I've only vaped for about a year and a half, so I always used to use starter kits, and then I moved on to year sub-albums, and then I went on to rebuildables. And now I've got a kind of new idea in my head where, as people like everyone who's, most of the people are really around the world, people are smoking from like the ages of 16 and upwards. Well, why not try and do something different about like what I wanted to do is try and pull some younger people in, tell them everything that they need to know, and then they should be rightfully on their way. Well, I kind of want to do a segment, a little series on my channel where it's dedicated to young people for getting off the cigarettes and coming on to vaping, because it's much healthier. And I want to do some things like put stats in there for them as well, because as people don't know, maths is fun.
He has got a very laid back style. Do you two think that?
Yeah, that's what I mean about the confidence. You don't seem in your first few reviews, like you don't seem like you're uptight. You seem pretty relaxed, and obviously on the show now and on the shows I've seen you on, even like you said on Benny's, you seem pretty chilled out.
Yeah, it's just really, if you know your stuff, try and put it out in a way there that everyone can kind of relate to, because what I might say might go totally different to what someone else thinks, but everything really is a matter of opinion.
And you don't say as much as I do, so.
No, my uncle gave me a little tip to, every time I say pretty much shout fuck at the camera and edit it out. So that's what I do. I don't even say it now, so it's kind of just basically training myself to dodge the word and and all that shit. And whenever I do, I just shout fuck you camera or whatever I call it nowadays.
So it's basically Nightbot works eventually.
Yeah,
my Nightbot doesn't work.
So then, we've got the UK Vape Show tomorrow. Do we know what guests we've got on tomorrow?
I can't remember.
I don't even know if we've got a guest.
We've got the. I don't know. I've no idea.
I guess we're doing a build off though. Are we on something different?
Well, it hasn't been organised either. No. I think I was meant to buy something.
Turned into Savs. Savs, I don't usually know whether we're going live about 7:45. Or Genny Box knows who it is. I don't know who it is.
How does Gail know? We don't. Are we just been like, are we even on there tomorrow, Aidan?
I don't know. Where we are?
What are we doing? Don't know.
And you've also got Saturday Night Vaporway on. Have you got a guest?
No, not this. No, we're off this Saturday, but next Saturday, Gail, you are a legend. Steve Dilligaff Porter is joining us tomorrow night.
Oh, wicked, Stevie.
Thank you, Gail. Yeah, not this weekend we're off, but next weekend we've got Mr. Just Right One with us.
Ooh.
On the Saturday Night
Nice
Vaporway. So we're very much looking forward to that. Interesting timing. He accepted our invitation the week that the Tofo profile comes out. And also, I think he's doing some work with Signature Tips. I see a couple of vague images, very blurry pictures. He's doing some things with Signature. So I'm trying to dig out. I couldn't get much information this week, but I'm going to try and find something next week for the tech.
And what have we got coming up this week on your channel?
On my channel?
Big breath.
I've got lots of things I've got to get done, but yeah, I need to do the Cloud Flask. That needs to come out very, very soon. I've got a juice review on the Just Vape It range. I've got the Vaporesso GTX1. I just got sent the Oxverb Origin, so I'll start working on that. A few bits and bobs. I've also got some nice e-liquids from Vapemill.
I have as well.
So, cracking on with them.
Get yourself up to Vapemill as well. That snow pair from Zap is absolutely great. Absolute corking. So then, Vapemill, what we got coming up this week?
Oh, don't ask. I've just done the Smock N-Fix. Then this week, this is going to be Friday, the Vupu August. This Christmas, shop at Argus every time. So that's coming up. I've got some flavors to review. I've got some flavors to promote. I don't know if I'm supposed to be reviewing them. There's just tons happening. And then obviously on Sunday, we are vaping with Skint Vapor, which should be a good show. It could be the last show, might not be. But make sure you check it out. If you do want to be on that show, sorry, I'll slow down. If you do want to be on that show at any point, let me know before Sunday, because that might influence my decision. That's it, really.
And where can they find your shop at vapemill.co.uk?
Co.uk.
I liked it a bit more. Co.uk. Also, Leviathan, what have we got coming up this? I said it properly all fucking night.
Topside Lights coming up on Friday.
Ooh.
Lovely chip if it likes to fire sometimes, but it doesn't. Next week, I don't know yet. I've got stuff. I've got like near enough 100 bottles of 10 mils that I could go through, but I need to try and.
T-Juice didn't send them, did they?
No.
They normally send. I tell you what, I don't know if anybody else has got any T-Juice out there. I ain't got it here, I've got it in there, but there's one called something orange, and it's got no orange in it at all. It just tastes like VG and menthol. I'm going to let them know as well, because it could be that there's been a manufacturing problem, but there's no orange in it at all. It tastes horrible.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I've also got some. I was sent some juice by Best Egg Liquid, so that's got to steep for another week, and then that's going up. Did send them out for the purpose of review, so I need to put them out.
No, wicked. Say your goodbyes, Flat Cap.
Thank you very much, Leviathan Vapor. I can say your name properly every time. Thanks so much for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it. I think you're doing a really good job, considering you haven't been around very long. You're doing really good. And the Scottish Vape Show, all the best of it, mate. We'll keep in touch because we'll do something soon with some mashup shows, I think, if you're up for it. We'll take over yours. You take over ours. Thank you, everyone in chat, for joining us. Really appreciate it every week coming in, being so supportive. Harley, great job with the tech, buddy. Thanks so much. Love all the deals as well. And Aidan.
Love you loads, brother.
Mate.
Over to Harley.
Thanks for having me. You got to keep me now.
You're here every week, brother.
Thanks for having me, chat. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's been wonderful. Leviathan. Did I say it right?
Yep.
Can you see the worry on everyone's face as they say it? Dude, it's been brilliant. I would say great. It's been great and brilliant. Thank you all, chat. Thank you, you two. You've been lovely, as always. Great tech, Flat Cap. Same as you did that. You thanked me for doing it, but great tech on your behalf.
Oh, did I say tech?
Cheers, guys. It's been lovely. Chat, see you soon.
Over to, I love that lot of a cheeky little kiss. Over to
Cheeky.
Leviathan. I just
Thank
say
you.
faster so it sounds like I'm saying it.
Thanks everyone for having me on today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Fills up a nice wee spot my Wednesday. Thanks to chat as well. It's been great from what I've seen. Not really looked at it that much, but brilliant as well. Thanks for you, Sir, for having me on as well. Perfect. And use Scottish Vape Show 10 for 10% off proper coils.
That code's running around. Just use anybody's name and just put 10 on it, and then you get 10% off.
Yeah.
Please get over and subscribe to him. Corking lad, he's just starting off, so please go there and show the support, and make sure you go and watch their show on a Friday, 8 till 9, just before the wonderful Flat Cap. Big shout out to the Spanners for looking after us. Big shout out to all of you who again supported us, especially you lot as well on the replay. Sorry about at the beginning of the show. Technical things do happen, but we sorted it out in the end. Big love to Dean for sending the cheeky bum wanks over. Big love to all of you, and we will see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. Good night, sir.
If you're watching the replay, can you still hear me? If you're watching the replay, send us a message, a little comment, and we'll shout you out next week.
Great idea. If you're in the replay, stick a message down and we'll shout you out next week.
Wow.
This is finished now because it just stays on.
Are we
Good night.
still here? Are we here? Are we gone?
I think we're finished.